Hello, we're here at Shoe Healer and I'd just like to show you these beautiful Trickers that have been in for repair. They're both a sea shade colour and this is how they've aged. Don't they look stunning? Lovely old Trickers. Both of these have had a full repair. We've got another pair of Trickers here waiting to have a repair on them. These two have had, this one's had the Commando sole, full Commando unit, all put on, new heel stacks, new midsoles, recorked, and the shanks replaced in them. And the same here, this has had the JR full leather sole all the way through, heel stack and the JR heel. This JR leather really does wear superb. So two lovely pair of Tricker shoes, both had repairs. You know, you could even wear them like that almost because they've just aged beautifully. Now these two pairs look the same, but actually come in here and have a look. This is a very old pair of Trickers. Can you see inside there? There's no lining, look, no lining. So that denotes them as being really old. This pair here is more of a modern pair, full leather lining inside. They've both got the bellows tongue. The look of the shoe has changed very little. I'm not sure exactly when Trickers changed from no lining in the lower part of the shoe to full lining. I know the full lining is better, it's nicer and it's better to wear, but this is exactly how they did it with their shoes and boots, and traditionally this is how most English handmade shoes were made back in the day. So two lovely pair of Trickers and another pair here waiting for a repair. This has had a really poor golfer sole stitched on, and the gentleman, whoever's done this, has caught the welt stitching, and now all the welt stitching's come away. So the repair is not even getting a chance to be worn out because that's not a very old sole, but the uppers are coming away. So we will re-welt this shoe, treat all the uppers and bring those back to life, and I'll try and get a picture of those if I remember before they go out. We've had these lovely old Trickers sent in for repair. They'd had a repair at some point. Somebody's fitted a golfer sole unit on there, and before the gentleman had a chance to really get some wear out of them, they started to split down the sides here, probably because the stitching had been caught, we thought. Not really a problem when you're re-welting a shoe, which we were going to do with this. So we stripped the shoe down, cut all the welt stitching, and well, I say cut it, you know, most of it snapped away, and we stripped the shoe down. So all this was going to the bin, all the welt. The rib has come off of the insole, but that wouldn't have been a problem for us. We could sort that out. But the worst thing is, unfortunately, this is the section that we need. We need the upper to have this on this area here where we stitch the welt to, and we stitch the rib to, the new rib. And as you can see here, we've got sections missing here and here. We could get round that. You can see where the holes are there, where the stitching would go through. We've got a little bit missing there, but we could get round that. The worst part about this is at the back here. The leather is actually rotten, so you can see chunks of it missing there, and it's starting to go, and we can pull bits of this off. It's all gone hard and brittle, unfortunately, on the upper. You can't tell until you get the shoe stripped down to this level. So normally that would have been stripped to this level, the insole would have gone back in, a new welt, and we would have stitched through the rib and put this back together. Because at the tops, although they look a bit bad, they're not particularly bad, but it's just around these bits here where they've just rotten. So unfortunately we have to condemn these shoes, these boots. What a shame, what a shame. You can see inside the lining there, and you can see where the toes have been looking just rubbed a little bit, but that would have been fine, absolutely fine. We'd have sorted the backs out there. Okay, doke.